Hey guys, what's going on? This is Richie RiSz again. So we're back on the 30-day challenge. This is day 7, and we're back to the drawing board, pretty much back to square zero with the ideas and inspiration and everything. So right now, after the Porsche, it is a one-off series that I just wanted to paint the Porsche and pretty much be done with that unless I get commissioned. I really didn't want to continue the series because I feel like there's no need for it. Not just something that I want to do at the moment. However, I do like to exercise daily with inspiration or keeping art alive in my brain. You know, keeping pretty much, like they say, keep the juices flowing. So what I'm gonna do, I don't have no canvases right now. They're all filled up in stock. Usually when I'm done with a canvas and I don't continue the series, like this is like a one-off, what I like to do is actually go back to the drawing board, go back to the tablet, or go back to some paper to just get the creative juices flowing again. Because it is very important to keep on exercising it, and also you never know during those exercises when you get hit with inspiration. So in that case, I learned in my life that is better for me to just keep on creating every day, even if it's something small, something big. It really depends on the moment, the time. So right now, I'm not going to use canvas, but I do have these. This is from Michaels. It's 18 by 24 sheets of paper for drawing. You could pick this up in Michaels for I believe like $20 or something. It has 24 sheets, so it gives you room and space to just play around, whether you want to do sketching, whether you even want to do something where it's sellable. So these are tear sheets and they go great in a 24 by 18 frame. I did a bunch of these already and sold a few, which they look very nice framed. Actually, this one is something I did on a piece of paper like this. I just wrote the word create, did the little logo flower, and it's just an easier and a more affordable way to just keep on sketching like in real time. Also, if they do become sellable, or you know, you have people that are willing to buy your art, this is probably the most affordable way to give people original art without breaking their banks and without making it so uncomfortable with the shipping and all the other stuff. So you can literally sketch one of these out and ship it and probably sell it for as low as like $50 or something like that, with shipping included, which is pretty good because a lot of people could actually afford $50 versus an original painting like the Porsche will be over, you know, $1,000 just to have the original. One of course, all that stuff, but this is probably the best way to give everyone original art. It has good quality, especially if you're using like spray paint. It does hold spray paint, it does hold markers. Obviously things bleed, but it's not to the point where the paper loses its quality. So I have this piece of wood that I actually found on my way to Michael's. So I have this piece of wood that I just painted it all black to give it a nice look, so I could always paint and repaint after it and mess around with it. So this video is very rough, if you notice. And like I said, I have like this artist block right now. After I created the car, I really don't have nothing that I'm like eager to paint or inspiration hasn't hit me yet, of course. That go away. So what I'm doing now is just ripping the edges off because I do want to mess around with maybe the crank markers. So what I like to do is add 2 of these to the board. I'll put one here, make sure it's kind of like straight as possible. I use some painter's tape to keep it held up. See, it gives it like, it's easier. So this is definitely crooked. I'm going to change it up a little bit. You know, sometimes as an artist, you go through these, well, what they say is like writer's block, like artist block, that you really don't have no inspiration on what to paint, or if you're actually even in the mood to create anything, especially when you just worked on a painting that took about 6 days to complete, you know, especially with the recording, the editing, you know, the speaking in front of the camera, to posting it, making sure everything's okay, choosing music, any tags, then going to your Instagram, and when you do a lot of those things yourself, you're exercising your brain to exhaustion, where you're pretty much doing a lot of things. You know, also someone like me, sometimes if I have an idea like in the forefront of my brain, I tend to also lose sleep because all I want to do is just work directly on that project. So for the past 6 days of creating the Porsche, you know, it was fun but exhausting way that, you know, you have to give your brain time to relax and you know, kind of build again the inspiration, again build up the work effort that you want to put into it. All these things, you know, come into play, and maybe that's the reason why I might have a little writer's block, because my brain is just almost like resetting, and it's now is looking and opening up to inspirations. Like actually, like this weekend, I did go to Disney Springs because I live here in Florida. So I just went out for some dinner and some drinks. And we actually ended up going to a Irish pub bar in Disney Springs. Really nice place. They had live performance, live band, even dancers. So they had a shop in that restaurant that had a lot of Guinness, the beer, Guinness merchandise, bottle openers, socks and shirts, and a whole bunch of little things that have to do with the brand. So me as a creator, you know, you start looking at these things, looking for inspiration. You look at the marketing, or how they have things, how they have things priced. All these things you look at for the quality. This is just things that go through a person that's trying to run a little business. He, you know, takes inspiration or gets advice from things around them. You know, you go to stores, it's the same thing, it's just bigger brands. Obviously Guinness is a huge beer brand that they have merchandise, you know, they've been around for a long time, so they kind of know what they're doing. So me as a smaller business, what happens is I look and I aspire to be companies that big, so I look at their pricing, their merchandise, the qualities, the type of shirts that they use, you know, like a whole bunch of things in the spectrum of kind of running a business, or seeing what's the best thing to provide to your potential clients, potential collectors, potential business partners, just to have everything in line. So anyways, long story less long. So I was in there and I saw all over the place, one of their logos for the beer is like a toucan, which it was interesting because it was like kind of like cartoony, and also it seemed like he has like his own little personality. So I kind of like that. I do drink Guinness. That's one of my favorite beers at the moment. So I was looking at that and I was like, hey, maybe I could do something with that toucan, you know, because I know there is a big community behind Guinness. In that case, what I was thinking about doing, since the logo, the toucan logo, is has its own little personality, I could kind of really personalize it for something that I would like, or something that the Guinness community would also appreciate too. So I was thinking maybe doing something with that. I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm actually saying it out loud. I was just, you know, those are things that, you know, you go out for dinner and then you just see things and you're like, oh wow, look at that, and I'll get back to that later. Or, oh wow, look at that, and I like the colors. It was nice black, orange, and white. So these are little things that me as an artist, which is a beautiful thing in my eyes, because it's like my brain never stops. It's always like going with inspiration. So like I believe that's a beautiful thing, because it's like my brain is always alive and looking for new things. And this is how I believe I've become such a better artist within my time as I grow. Not only because of the practice, it's also because of the inspiration that I take in every day, the colors, the shapes. You know, a lot of people will see a shirt but won't notice the wrinkles, or won't notice the seams, or a lot of those things that a lot of people don't notice. Me as an artist, and I'm sure other artists too, we pick up on those things really quick. And I don't believe that's a superpower that everybody has, but you know, it's something that I've learned to appreciate. You do see everything, the good and the bad, that I apply in art and to get inspiration. I have also kind of applied that to my everyday life. So it's like the double-edged sword. It's like a good thing and a bad thing, but I do appreciate it because it does allow me to stay way more alert, and also it does provide some sense of the love of curiosity to keep on growing and keep on asking questions of how the world works. So in that case, because of that little special little power that I say I have, like I said, I was at the Guinness store, and I did like that logo. So I'm not sure if I will, so don't hold me to it, but I think I might do something with that toucan. Give it some personality. Let's see. I'm not too sure. Other than that, I think that was definitely a long rant. But, or you know what I might even do too? I might take this time, since I was talking about the toucan Guinness bird, I might as well maybe sketch it out and see if I like, and see if I'm curious to do anything further with it. You know, since I was talking about it, it doesn't hurt to maybe throw down a little sketch and have maybe do something small with it. Maybe that even if it comes out pretty good, somebody could enjoy it in their house or in their bar or anywhere like that. So this is day 7. Stay tuned. We're just messing around. We're bouncing back from a 6-day painting with a lot of editing and stuff. So right now we're just trying to get the juices flowing again, getting creative, get inspired. So that's what we got.